The end of an era, certainly, as one of South Africa's greatest batsmen. Ab De Villiers has opted to retire from all forms of cricket and will not be taking part in IPL as well. The right-hander has been truly among the best batters across formats in the last decade, and after his international retirement in 2019, he was willing to play just the domestic tournaments. However, he now has looked to move on from that, and the 37-year-old has some excellent numbers in every format he has played. As far as the IPL is concerned, Ab De Villiers is a big and popular figure for the Royal Challengers Bangalore side from the 2011 season. De Villiers is also considered to be one of the greats of IPL as well, with 5,162 runs in 184 games at an average of nearly 40 and a strike rate of 151.7. Here are the 7 best innings of Ab De Villiers in IPL history. Number 7. 89 not out vs Sunrisers Hyderabad in Bengaluru 2014. RCB needed 28 runs from the final 2 overs, with De Villiers the last recognized batter. Dale Steyn, whose first 3 overs had gone for 16 runs, came on to bowl the 19th over. If Steyn thought he had done well to erase the memory of the 23 runs De Villiers had taken off him in a single over at the same ground 2 years ago, he was in for a setback. De Villiers started with a pulled 6 to square leg, hit another into the side screen, and finished by jumping outside off to scoop the final ball over fine leg, bringing the target down to 4 from the final over. That 24-run over earned him raucous applause from the crowd, and later, a hug from Steyn. Among his 8 sixes was a straight one to long on, deposited into a steel container next to the Sunrisers dugout, fitting, on a day when he literally binned the opposition. Number 6. 133 off 59 balls vs Mumbai Indians in 2015. If Kohli's 50-ball 82 wasn't enough to condemn Mumbai Indians to another defeat, Ab De Villiers whipped a searing masterclass to bury them 6 feet under. Chris Gayle got out to Lasith Malinga early in the innings. However, the Sri Lanka fast bowler soon realized that it was a tidal mistake. De Villiers took over the mantle from there on and peppered the Mumbai bowlers to every single nook and cranny of the park. Even though Malinga managed to claim a wicket maiden, De Villiers rocked Jagadisa Suchit for a couple of consecutive boundaries. His first maximum of the night came against veteran Indian spinner, Harbhajan Singh. He preceded the big strike with a clinical example of timing. This was followed by a dance down the track and an intergalactic strike that cleared the long on boundary and definitely landed in another planet. With every passing ball, he pressed feet on the gas as Mumbai could do nothing but play hosts to a trail of carnage that De Villiers left in his wake. He stayed unbeaten for 133 from just 59 balls. Number 5. 129 runs off 52 balls vs Gujarat Lions in 2016. Another 200-run partnership, another imposing win for the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and a classic century for the South African biffer, Abraham Benjamin De Villiers. This time, however, the ones at the receiving end were the Gujarat Lions. Once Gayle departed early and De Villiers was summoned to the rescuing act. De Villiers' first act of madness against the Lions was a beautiful drive that saw him claim his first boundary. If the opening boundary was a prelude to the South Africans' madness, the following 6 was a signature De Villiers classic. There was no relent from Kohli, and De Villiers simply imposed an unprecedented onslaught in the silken fabric of the IPL. Number 4. 79 runs off 47 balls vs Gujarat Lions in 2016. This innings deserved a very special mention because the South African batter took it completely upon himself to ravage the Lions and emerge victorious. Chasing a modest total of 159, the challengers started wobbling way too early. They lost half their side within just 29 runs that saw Chris Gayle, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul and Shane Watson returning to the pavilion in no time whatsoever. De Villiers was left as a mere spectator at the other end amongst all this onslaught. Ab De Villiers found the first source of stability in Stuart Binney. While Binney played the anchor, De Villiers took his time to get his eyes in. However, once Binney was out, Iqbal Abdullah dropped anchor while De Villiers sprinkled the Lions with stardust of his own. He peppered the bowlers with extreme prejudice that saw him smacking 5 fours and 5 sixes. From 29 for 5, RCB won the game by 4 wickets. Number 3. 73 not out vs Kolkata Knight Riders in Sharjah, 2020. That De Villiers bats on a different plane is not a myth. This innings was evidence of it. On a pitch that was slow in gripping, where even Kohli struggled for fluency, De Villiers muscled sub-120 km/h off cutters out of the small ground with ridiculous ease. He recognized early on that he needed the ball to come into his box, an area he has mentally mapped around him on the pitch where he can play the ball under his eyes. If the ball lands there, regardless of pace or length, he is poised to attack. It was not just the inexperienced pair of Prasidh Krishna and Kamlesh Nagarkoti who were given the stick. Pat Cummins and Andre Russell came in for punishment too. De Villiers said he had felt a special energy and a bit of light out of my eye when he stepped off the bus that day. Kohli described the innings as superhuman. Number 2. 90 not out versus Delhi Daredevils in Bengaluru 2018. When De Villiers walked into bat in the 5th over against left-arm spinner Shahbaz Nadeem, the Daredevils captain, Gautam Gambhir, placed himself as one of the two slips. The aggressive move was justified because Nadeem had conceded only 22 runs off 23 deliveries to De Villiers, with 1-4 in the IPL previously. Now, though, in the first 7 deliveries he faced, De Villiers picked 5 boundaries off Nadeem. It was conscious decision to counter-attack, De Villiers said after the match, because he was feeling threatened by Nadeem. His 24-ball half-century, then the third fastest in the IPL, helped RCB seal the win with 12 balls to spare. Number 01. 105 not out versus Chennai Super Kings in Durban 2009. This was his first century in the IPL. De Villiers walked into bat second ball of the match and remained undefeated in an innings that delighted even the purists. It was an innings of 2 halves. He was happy to rotate strike for the first 50 runs. But once he got a reprieve when Albie Morkale dropped a sitter at long on, it triggered a rampage, during which he went from 79 to 100 in the space of 5 balls from Andrew Flintoff, hitting 2 slog sweeps, a cover drive and a front pull to the boundary.